Okay guys, I just finished filming the video that you are currently watching. I forgot to mention one thing. I am posting a knife sale video. As you guys know, I am in the Spyderco Collectors Club. There are many Spydercos in this upcoming sale. The sale will be posted on Saturday, May 8th at 2 p.m. Central Time. There will be lots of knives in this sale. So hopefully you guys can come there, check it out, and let's get into the video. What's going on YouTube? OCD for EDC here, and I am joined today by my lovely wife. Say hello.
Hello.
And for anybody that wants to contact us, check us out on YouTube, Patreon, Instagram. Go check out our website, ocdforedc.com. There's all sorts of wonderful stuff there. You can get patches. We actually have got multiple knives on sale right now, so go check that out. And you can use, before we only accepted PayPal payments, now we have opened that up to standard credit card transactions. So go and check out the website. Stay alert and pay attention to discount codes and those kinds of things. Also, if you want to send us an email, you got questions about knife modding or whatever, you can send us an email. info@ocdforedc.com. All right. Today is the day. We have some exciting stuff going on. So several of you know that I am in the Spyderco Collector Club. There you go. My number is 016. This is the newest, latest, greatest Spyderco Mule Team. This is Mule Team 31 in S45VN. That's going to be our unboxing knife today because we have a new package from Spyderco. And this box, I'm pretty sure I know at least one thing that's in here. And so let's just get into it. Are you excited?
No.
No, not excited, huh? All right, well, here, do you want to do the honors?
Okay.
You haven't gotten to use the Mule Team.
No, I haven't.
You do the honors. How's that S45 treating you?
Like butter.
Like butter?
Yeah, she gooch.
All right. Here we go. Let's see what we're working with. We've got two cards in here. These are, for those that don't know, these are certificates, like certificates of
authenticity.
There you go. That's what I was trying to come up with. Got some paperwork, and here are the two knives. Hey, nice box.
It's so sweet. Compliment on the box all the time.
Yeah, well, you know, I admire a good box. Okay, we have two Spyderco boxes. Let's see what we're working with here. Uh-oh. Okay, so both of these are fantastic, but this one we're going to set off to the side for a moment. Go ahead and pull it. Do the honors. Oh, nice and slow.
Oh, I am excited.
Yeah, now look at, she's excited. There's a hint of Tiffany in the air, and the woman's excited. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a dealer exclusive Para 3 lightweight. You can see right here, this is offered from MGE Wholesale. So right there, dealer exclusive. And this is not only in this, I'm going to call it Tiffany Blue. I'm sure that's not what they call it. What are they calling this? Oh, they're just saying Signature Teal. MGE's Signature Teal. I'm going to say this is Tiffany's Signature Blue. But, you know, to each their own. But most importantly, this is in CPM S90V. See it right here? So, right on.
Hey,
S90V.
It's S90V, bud.
S90V, Para 3, lightweight. And she's a beaut, Clark. She is a beaut. Perfectly centered. Yes, it looks very, very good.
Maybe I should just...
Action is good. Yes, it's a good one for sure. And an S90V, that's awesome. So the only thing, this is only missing one thing. A what?
CME.
Absolutely.
That's why I think I should probably keep it so I can have a knife with a CME
Yeah,
on.
she does not have a knife. For those that don't know what we're talking about, this right here is a CME. This is the compression made easy, made by yours truly. I machine these out of G10, and they are sold on our website. So if you want a CME, I've got, they fit various different models. So go check out the website. They come in various colorways. Yeah, there you go. Go pick you up a CME today. I also have them for the Shaman. So there you go. Yeah, this thing's just a CME away from being perfection. Because, you know, left-handed operation or with gloves on, anything really other than right index finger, the compression lock is just not a good lock. It's difficult, or it's not, I mean, you can do it. I don't want to make it sound like it's not possible. You can certainly do it, but it's not convenient. You got to move the knife around a bunch in your hand, especially left-handed. You're just holding onto the knife like this, you know, with just your thumb on this one side. So you end up dropping the knife quite a bit. Whereas with the CME, you can just, it's fantastic.
A
Boom.
lot less cumbersome.
Yeah, and even for right-handed operation, it's perfect. And, you know, you can use multiple different fingers to get in there. It's really, really fantastic. So it does not stick out past the scale when the blade is closed, and when the blade is open, it's basically just a tiny bit, ever so slightly proud of the scale, but your hand doesn't hit it at all. So you can see left-handed, you don't even touch it. Right-handed, you know, it's in that soft part. It's right here. So your hand just doesn't interfere with it. So it's wonderful. Go check them out on the website, ocd4edc.com. All right, what do you think? The Para 3 lightweight. Put it in hand. Put your hands on it. What do you think?
Fits me perfectly.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
You don't like choking up, do you?
No.
But it's got that big half choil there.
No, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
No.
I think that would look good
My
with
center of gravity is
black. Center of gravity's all off. Aerodynamics aren't right.
Yeah.
I think it would look
No
good
good.
with all black hardware and black blade.
Oh yeah.
With the
black
Tiffany
CME.
blue, black CME.
Yeah.
That would look
Ooh,
good.
maybe a black and white one. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, my
black
goodness.
and yeah, so many options. So many
I
options.
I think it's just gonna have to stay with Mom.
All right, so for those that are new here, we always check the factory edges on any brand new knives we open up with this little guy right here. So we'll get that involved here in just a moment. But there you go. There is the MGE Wholesale Para 3 Lightweight in Tiffany Blue and S90V. All right, guys, here it is. Go ahead and pull it. Pull it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, we'll leave that.
Oh, everybody's gonna lose.
Yeah,
their mind.
everyone's freaking out about it. Okay, here we go. So you can pause right here if you want to read the deets on this particular dealer exclusive. This is a Knife Joy dealer exclusive, similar to the green G10 Para 3 that we just opened up in the last unboxing. This is the Swish Bowie from famed knife designer Marcin Swish, and he has designed many Spyderco collaborations with the Spidey Chef, the Techno 1 and 2, the Swish Bowie. I actually call it Bowie. To me, that's how it should be pronounced, as Bowie.
What's the first word?
I'm pretty confident that it's supposed to be pronounced like swish. The ly or whatever makes a W sound.
What?
I don't know.
No.
I can't remember if I don't remember what nationality Marcin is, but it's not Slysz.
So confused.
Yeah, I don't know either. So guaranteed, I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. But
So it's a guy's name.
It's
Okay.
a guy's name. Yes, it's his last name.
Gotcha. Oh,
Okay.
that blue though.
Yeah, the blue's good. All right, so we've got a little dot under the pocket clip so it doesn't scuff up the ano. We've got what appears to be a G10, black G10 backspacer, It does sit a tiny bit proud of the scales. You can see there. It does also have some jimping on it. But I'm going to say that the backspacer is G10. Otherwise, pretty straightforward. Tai Chung, Spyderco. So there it is. This is the knife.
That's what everybody's losing their mind about.
This is the knife that so what do you think?
I mean, it's pretty cool. I like the crown spine.
Crown spine, yes.
That's always a fave of mine.
Yeah, I like the crown spine as well.
I said that before, but yeah, I do like that. I like the color. It looks like a nice stout knife.
Definitely is. I'm gonna grab one thing here because you can also get.
Oh, look, it's got Ningers with Wolverine hands.
That's Marcine's Maker's Mark.
Oh.
So you can also get a nice crown spine on this budget Kaiser slicer. Just a little FYI. But
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, this is about Spyderco, so we're gonna be talking about this right here. But this, we've got some nice things going on here. Titanium frame lock. It is contoured titanium scales. And, this design is pretty iconic at this point. So the original, I'm sure I'm not saying anything that everyone doesn't already know, but the original came with stonewashed titanium scales and had a polished stonewashed CTS XHP blade. And, it's a good looking knife. Like, I like the Swish Bowie. I think it's a great knife. And, right now you're hearing just all sorts of insanity online and everywhere. People are just losing their minds over this. People either love it or hate it and talk all kinds of trash, or they're dying to get it. And it's crazy what's going on. So, this is one of the knives that really started the masses, people that aren't, I'm not even going to say Spyderco fanboys, just people that aren't super pumped on Spyderco, or just don't really like what they have to offer, have bad-mouthed Spyderco like crazy, saying that they're too expensive and the prices are going up and on and on and on. But they don't seem to direct that anger or hostility towards any other manufacturer, which really blows my mind because
they just have to be the victim of some kind of corporate entity.
Well, I suppose. I don't really get it. So we're going to talk about it. It's really crazy, honestly, in my opinion, the way people have acted about this. So, people have just been on one side or the other. Either they're dying to get their hands on this knife, or they're furious about it, and they want everyone to know how mad they are. Mm-hmm. And they're freaking out about what it costs. And, the market dictates the price of these things.
Right.
When this knife was released back in 2015 or 16, somewhere in that range, the original one, it sold for $350. Certainly it was a premium Spyderco. $350, especially at that time, was a lot of money to spend on a pocket knife. And arguably, this, now, never mind what your personal opinion is of the blade steel here, but in most people's mind, the M390 is going to be an upgrade over the CTS XHP. Now, I fully understand, and I am 100% aware of all the shit and drama that revolves around M390 and how difficult it is to get a good, proper heat treat on M390 in a production setting. But chemically, M390 is a superior formula to CTS XHP in a lot of different areas. So as long as this steel is treated properly, it will outperform XHP. So most people are going to consider this to be an upgrade. Plus, we have to account for the insane inflation that's going on these days. So the fact that this knife has increased by $45 in 5, 6, 7 years retail price doesn't really it doesn't affect me. Like to me,
Yeah, it's a sign of the times. Like,
right, and
everything goes up. Your toothpaste has gone up.
Absolutely,
Stop.
yeah.
Stop crying.
Yeah, prices on everything have gone up.
Wages have also gone up. So quit it.
But well, not enough, but still.
Well, hey,
in the grand scheme of things, we have
doesn't mean you have to be able to afford it.
We have an increase in blade steel quality, and we have more work now. Again, you may have liked the stonewashed titanium scales, but now we have blue anodized scales. So there was more time and effort that went into making this over the original. So the price is going to reflect that. Now, secondary market prices are a whole nother situation.
Oh, yeah.
And it boggles my mind. Now, you can be mad and you can be jealous and butthurt and all these things that you weren't able to get this knife because they sold in 38 seconds.
And then people sold them on the secondary market for ridiculous prices.
I fully understand that you're upset that you didn't get your hands on it.
Yeah.
However, the fact that people are going out there telling people, if you pay more than $400 for this, you're an absolute idiot, and just screaming and yelling like idiots.
You need to
when I don't understand how all these people feel like they have control over other people's money.
Right.
Like I would never go to anyone that's not my immediate family and tell them how to spend their money. Now, I may not agree with it, but it wasn't my choice.
Right,
and it wasn't my money. And I may look at it and go, shit, I wouldn't have spent that kind of money on that. But guess what? It's their money.
You have no right to crap on a person for making that choice because it's their money. And, you know, the reason people are asking for these ridiculous prices on the secondary market is because they know they can get it.
Yeah.
Because they know there are people that are willing and happy to pay it.
Yeah. And
that's on them. It's not your business. It's not your fight to fight.
We live in a world of ultra convenience. And all over, in every aspect of life, people pay for convenience. And so for some people, it may be worth paying an extra $200, $300, $400, $500 to them to not have to go out and hunt all over the place to try and find one of these. If they really, really want it and they have the means and the funds to buy it, okay, so what? You know, did it hurt you that someone spent $700 on a Spyderco Slysz Bowie? I mean, does that bother? Like, I don't understand where people come from with this mentality. So just like the other thing that I alluded to originally, that people are bitching about Spyderco prices, I would argue this knife right here. This is a Spyderco Manix 2. This is a St. Nick's dealer exclusive. This came out maybe 2 years ago or something. I don't remember when. This is in CPM 4V G10. You guys are all familiar with the Manix 2. It's an absolutely fantastic EDC knife. And this thing sold brand new for, I think it was $155. For $155, you could have bought, now, you know, they're not available right this moment, but for $155, you can get an American-made in Golden, Colorado with CPM 4V, a really, really great design. And in my opinion, that's amazing value. Absolutely amazing value that Spyderco is bringing to the table with the types of materials that we're talking about here. I mean, right now, the Demco Blades 8020.5 is just coming out and being released. And let's just state facts here that, you know, they're trying to hit a price point that is between $120 and $150 from what I understand. The knife is not G10. It's Grivery or FRN plastic like this. And not that there's anything wrong with this, but the price should reflect that. And it's also AUS 10A blade, which again is fine. I'm not shitting on AUS 10A, but for $120 to $150 price point, I feel like those materials are subpar. It's a Taiwan-made knife. It's got plastic handles, and it has AUS 10A, which are all fine things. In my opinion, that knife should be sub $100 for those materials. And, you know, the standard, actually, this is a perfect example. The Para 3 lightweight with the standard one that comes in BTS or CTS BD1N or whatever. That is a decent, budget-ish type blade steel, not far off from AUS 10A. And it's got FRN scales. The one major difference is this one's made in the US and it reflects a budget price. Now, I don't know what the price is on this one right here in S90V, but I bet you it's under 150 bucks. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to guess it's in that 130 range. I could be wrong.
The people that complain about go 100% American made are probably the same people complaining about this.
Yeah, and
when you're getting better product for affordable prices as opposed to foreign made product for
now Spyderco also, like this knife right here, was made in Taiwan. So Spyderco has factories in multiple countries, and I'm not shitting on any of it. What I'm saying is that people just need to back it down.
Right. You have to compare apples to apples, and there's a lot of bias being inserted that holds no ground, in my opinion.
Yeah, tremendous amount of bias, and people are trying to influence other people's decisions for really no other reason than they're mad about something. Right. Whether they're mad they couldn't get this knife, or they're mad that
just because your butt is hurt, you gotta crap on it. That's not a way to live life.
No, and I can't even imagine living that way, because you just be mad all the time.
Right, that'd be exhausting. I don't have time for it. I don't care.
Yeah, and there's people, that get on Instagram and just blow other people out and just run their mouth and just blah, blah, whatever. And to be honest with you, it's exhausting. It truly is. And these people are coming off like 12 or 13-year-old little children, and for no reason. It's just dumb.
Yeah, up. There are variations in the world. People have different opinions. It doesn't have to be your way or the highway, and that's okay.
Yeah,
that's it.
This right here, this is the Spyderco K2. I love this knife, and this is one of my all-time favorite Spydercos. And this is a coveted Spyderco, no doubt. There was a point in time, and had I been smarter and picked one up back then, at the time when this was still available from Knife Center, there was a time when you could have bought this knife for right around somewhere between 100 and 150 bucks. You couldn't touch this thing for, I don't know, under $400 today, probably. And maybe more. I don't even know. I don't know. And this is, in 10V. It's an amazing knife. Also made in Taiwan. And the Farid K2 is fantastic, and I absolutely love it. Another Spyderco that's highly coveted is the Freight and Lock Manix 2. This has got marble carbon fiber and CPM 4V blade steel with a hollow grind. And it's absolutely gorgeous and amazing, and I love it. But these things, there are many knives out there like this. I mean, there's several others. The Gale Bradley 2 is another fantastic Spyderco that, I don't know, they put another run of these out. So this one might be a little easier to get right now. But there's several Spydercos, and this one is in M4. But all I'm saying is everyone has their own style. And I don't understand why we in the knife community attack each other because that guy over there didn't fall in love with the same knife that you fell in love with. Or maybe he did, and so then you attack him because you can't order or you can't get your hands on it because everyone wants it. And then that also, with just about every single Shaman model that has ever been released, people go nuts for these things. So I'm just, I guess, saying we just need to just lower the temperature. Just enjoy the hobby. And I get it that it's frustrating that some people are out there to buy stuff like this and then put them up on the secondary market for insane amounts of money. I fully understand that that's aggravating, but there's not a whole lot you can do because anyone that has the money on the day that it's sold and is willing to put forth the time and the effort and fight that battle when they're first dropped, they're going to buy it and they can, it's theirs. They can do whatever they want with it. As far as I'm concerned, that should not reflect poorly against the manufacturer. In my opinion, it shows that they have a desirable product, and they, you know, have done a good job because they're in such high demand. And then, you know, there's tons of people that go on and on about how they need to change this or change that or make more of them or do all these different things. The reality is I work for an OEM manufacturer, not of knives, of different products, but I work for the manufacturer. I know how manufacturing operates start to finish. Things are planned years in advance, literally years in advance. So, you know, you cannot just change things on a dime. By the time that this knife actually hit U.S. shores, because this is a Taichung Taiwan model, this knife was probably, I'm going to guess, Knife Joy was talking about this, and this was in the works at least 2 years ago, maybe 3. So, you know, it's irrational for these people to say the things that they're saying. So let's be honest here and just, you know, say things, you know, treat things for what they are. The reality is this is a very great knife. In my opinion, it's a little bit small. I wish it was a little bit bigger. But again, I'm a little biased because I like things like the K2, which is a huge, huge knife. Just a little size difference, a little size comparison here. You can see the K2 dwarfs the Bowie. But we'll just set that off to the side for right now. So anyway, after my little rant here, we're going to get in and let's check the factory sharpness here and take a little look at how well both Golden Colorado and Taichung Taiwan did on these two blade steels. All right, first up, we're going to do the S90V. Hopefully you guys, yep, you can see the numbers. I'll turn the light on. That helps. All right, here we go. Ooh, 125 on the S90V out of Golden. That's a good number. For those that don't know, we're looking for something under 200 here on the factory edges. Just to put that into perspective, 350 grams on here is about where a blade stops shaving arm hair. So you know, even at 350 grams, we still have a very, very sharp blade. But yeah, under 200 is what we want to see out of a good factory edge. All right, how did Taiwan do on this M390? .160. So we got 125 on the PM2 or Para 3 and 160 on the Bowie. Let's move this out of the way for a moment. So we'll definitely get into this and talk about this knife some more. You know, there are some people that are kind of throwing a fit that it doesn't have a lock insert, but they do carburize. Yeah, and you can see the line. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not here, but I can see the line where it's carbidized on the lock face there, which, you know, definitely increases the wear resistance on the titanium. You know, left-handed Spidey flicking, it's fantastic. Now, the opening hole does sit a little low in the handle, so it's hard to get from the lock side. Of course, you got ample room on the show side, but it's very, very smooth. Yeah, for a knife on washers, this thing is going to break in beautifully. It's perfectly centered. The crown spine looks gorgeous. Everything looks really symmetrical. We do actually have a sharpening choil here, which is nice to see out of Spyderco. Very, very good. Yeah, everything looks really, really good on this example here. Feels like Taichung is doing a little better on, you know, like the edges around the holes and whatnot. On a lot of Taichung models, like the GB2, just all those edges are a little sharper. Now, this has been a well-used knife. I carry this quite often, but it's just not quite as well finished. So the Bowie feels better than that one. And then the K2, same thing. Now the K2 does have a bit of crown spine right here, and then it goes to flat, but all the edges are just a little sharper on the K2. So they've done a really nice job here on the Bowie. Feels good in hand. Like I said, I wish it was a little bit bigger. It makes my hand feel a little cramped in that way, but otherwise, it's a fantastic knife, and the silhouette on this thing is just gorgeous. It's a really good looking knife. I happen to like the blue. I don't mind it. I liked the other one too. The stonewash tie was very nice looking as well. But anyway, that's what I got for your face balls today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm gone. Hey!